Hey guys, in today's class we are going to discuss about another important concept that is important when we are working for the gypsum false ceiling work. Okay, so the construction details for non-fire rated system. So this system is basically non-fire rated. So there is no special arrangement has been made to provide any resistance against the fire. However, that this board has a specific duration and time in which it can sustain and it can provide resistance against the fire. Okay, so the over topic is basically Bulkhead. So this is basically the topic that is Bulkhead. So Bulkhead has the different ways in which we can understand. So we have basically two kinds of ceiling. The first ceiling, as we discussed in our previous class, so this is called as the flat ceiling. So flat ceiling is basically where the level is the similar, and as you can see that over all assemblies are at the uniform level. Okay, so this is called as the flat ceiling. So if something is coming as a vertical projection, that is considered as the bulkhead. So here we will try to understand this. So here, as you can see, this is our top slab, and this you can consider as a wall. This can be gypsum wall, this can be concrete wall. It is according to the design. Okay, so if something is coming as a flat ceiling, so this is the classic example of the flat ceiling. And if something is, covering it at the front side vertically, so it is called as the bulkhead. Okay, so this is basically called as the bulkhead. This is horizontal ceiling, and this is called as the bulkhead. Okay, so if you see this on the photo, you will find out that this is the ceiling. And here you can see there are all the components. So first, this component we talk about, this is basically called as the wall angle. So this is basically called as the L angle that we already saw when we were studying this particular component. Okay, so this vertical bar you can see over here. And afterwards, you can find out that this is the bars that is coming. So these are basically called as the furring channel. Okay. And on top of it, as you can see, this is the C channel. So distance between these two consecutive head furring, there is a distance of 400 mm. And if you see the distance between this and this, there is called as the C angle or main angle. So it is basically is 1000 mm, means 1 meter. Okay, so our topic is basically this vertical line that is starting from here and moving up to this direction. So here, as you can see, the ceiling level is less, and here the ceiling level is high. Okay, so same goes when we see these things on the drawing. So it is very simple that this is a Descartes basically in this direction. Okay, so we are looking this bulkhead from this direction. Okay, so toward this direction, when we see this one, so we can find out easily that this part is basically this horizontal part, and this is called as the vertical part. Okay, so if I show you some other pictures, for example, if you see here, so this is also a classical example where you can see there is a vertical board. And here you can see that this is again the similar arrangement that is coming as a L angles. Okay, this is the L angle, as you can see. And then you can see there, this is the furring channel that is coming in this direction. And here, if you see, we have this furring channel, and cross side we have this C channel. So this vertical bar in which you can see this level is higher and this level is lower. So to connect between this higher level and lower level, we always need to create a bulkhead, and this is called as the bulkhead. Okay, so this is also the same example. So it is basically provide additional extra beautiful look for the structure when it is finished. Okay, the purpose is very simple and basic. It is basically help to provide a beautiful finished, and also we need to hide all of these mechanical fixtures that is on the top of this particular ceiling. Okay, so our level will be below to this mechanical services, so that we don't want to see these mechanical fixtures from the from the downside or from the floor area. Okay. So wherever you will see these vertical things, you always need to consider this as a bulkhead. Okay, so bulkhead is always measured in linear meter. However, we can measure it in the square meter. So if we want to measure this in the linear meter, what we need to do, we just need to get the length. Okay, so what we mean by length? So if we are considering that this bulkhead start from here to here, so just specify the height and into the length. Okay, so this is called as the length, and the height is here maybe half meter. So this is basically the method to calculate the bulkhead length. Okay, so if it is continuous in this direction, just need to get the length from this point to this point. Okay, so this is basically a purpose, and in which what kind of material we need to use. We need to use this head furring. This is a UD channel on top of it. Okay, so here we also use the UD channel here. So here we also need to use the UD channel over here. Top and bottom we need to use UD channel, and vertically we need to use this same structure as a vertical. Okay, so this is the arrangement that you need to understand, and we need to connect this with the software is basically called as the wedge anchor. Thank you so much for today's class.